How you
Oh,
doing? How you doing, man?
yeah, good. Just constantly busy on go. You know what I mean? We've been trying to get this schedule for a while, but I'm literally on the go constantly because I work full time, train full time as well as coaching. So I've literally have zero free time at the moment.
Yeah, over a month now since the Cage Steel fight, the draw to Sean Lomas. How you feeling about that now? Over a month out from it.
Yeah, I'm not too bad now. You know, I'm still sticking with my opinion. I won that fight, but it is what it is. So rematch is booked in August, but I've got more important things
Oh,
coming up.
is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, rematch is booked for August, so we'll sort it out then. But
Yeah,
I've got this big fight next week in Sweden on Superior Challenge, so concentrating on that for the time being.
yeah. What's your assessment of that first fight at Cage Steel then? Were you surprised by how strong he was at all on the ground?
Yeah, no, I knew it were gonna, like I said before, I knew it were gonna be tough and durable. I made a mistake in round two. I obviously lost round two. I'll happily say I lost round two, but I thought I did enough to pull it back in round three. You know, striking were quite even. Um, I got the takedown, ended up on top. That should have given me the win, you know. But then again, there's a case of I shouldn't be leaving it in the hands of the judges. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Look, like, I do easily win in the first round, like, but the stream was a little bit shoddy for me for the third round. I weren't able to make an assessment of that one.
yeah. I know I won first. I knew it was close, but you could obviously see by my face when hands got raised how confused I was because
Yeah,
in my head I'd won that round, and then afterwards I was thinking to myself, you know, how could that have been a draw? The only way I pitched it in my head was round two was a 10-8. And then I thought it can't be a 10-8 because, you know, I was still attacking submissions. It wasn't a full domination kind of round. So I was confused at the time. And then I went and got feedback from judges, you know. So two judges scored that third round 10-10. One judge gave it to me. So again, still baffled by what the judges thought as well.
yeah. Do you know what changes you're going to make for the rematch?
Yeah, I know what I want to do, but I don't want to give my secrets away.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, I always find it funny when you get like interviewers asking like, "Oh, so what's your plan for the fight then?" And it's like, well, the fight is obviously not gonna
Yeah,
not gonna tell you
that's it.
exactly what their plan is because then, I mean, their opponent's gonna know.
Yeah. You'll have a game plan. You'll have plan A, then you need plan B, C, D, and E. It's a fight end at day out. You know,
Yeah,
things that what change all the time. So yeah, you've got to have plan A, B, C, D. List can go on.
yeah. You seem like you stay active outside of fight camps as well.
Yeah, constantly try to tick over. You know, I've said before, like I can get lazy and I can eat if I don't have something to focus on.
Yeah,
I need that focus. I need that drive to stop me from being lazy. So yeah, I find something and I do what I can. Like in past, I mentioned before, I done like powerlifting because I couldn't twist. I had no like twisting strength. I couldn't strike, couldn't grapple, couldn't wrestle. All I could do was lift. So I just entered a powerlifting comp, give that a go. You know, just find some kind of focus and you know, injuries are opportunities and day to work on other stuff. You can always work around an injury, so that's what I do.
yeah. What injury did you have at that time? Don't mind me asking.
At the time, I had my neck. I'd, I'd pulled something in my neck, and then my upper lat. Is it? What, can't remember its name now. Teres minor. It's a little tiny muscle above your lat. I'd
Yeah,
done that, and I just couldn't do alt twisty kind of. It was weird. It was a weird one. But I had
yeah. Are
many
they,
of
are
them
they fully
niggles.
healed now?
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. That you know, since then I've had many different niggles.
Yeah. Nah. This what was the reaction when you found out about the title fight in Sweden?
Yeah, so it were on the cards like weeks before it were actually confirmed, and I just stayed ready, you know. So I finished that fight. I said, yeah, let's do it. And then it got confirmed about 3 weeks ago. But I was already like preparing for it. So, as soon as it got confirmed, then and announced it, it's a bit of a relief. But yeah, it's a right opportunity, go over to Sweden, compete on an international show like that, especially for a title. It's a right opportunity. So I jumped at the chance.
Yeah. So it was sort of in the back of your head then already before the Cage Steel fight that you knew you had other stuff coming up as well.
Yeah, yeah. So it just wasn't confirmed. It were like umming and ahhing, So I just stayed ready for the promotion to say, right, yeah, let's go. So when they said, ready to go, let's do it, I said, yeah, let's do it.
Was there any time off, or was it any straight out of one fight camp straight into the next one?
Yeah, no time off. I had a couple of days at my caravan, and then straight back to it.
Yeah. No, nice, man. When you said you knew who your opponent was before, but coming into the fight camp, did you sort of tailor your training towards him in any way?
No. One fight at a time. Yeah, one fight at a time. You can't be thinking, 2 steps ahead. You got to be focused on what you've got, the competition that's coming up. So I just focused on that, and then once that were over, I seen what's next. Let's focus on that now, and that's it.
Yeah. Do you get obviously what's the atmosphere like in the gym with the other lads, because they obviously know you've got a fight coming up? Are they pushing you harder in sparring, or are they going easier on you?
Yeah, so we've ramped the sparring up. I'm getting some tough rounds. There's no easy rounds. My sparring's actually harder than fighting at the moment going on. So I'm getting pushed constantly. So and that's what I want. That's what I need. So it's great.
Tough sparring partner as well with Owen the other day, I saw.
Yeah. Owen, James Power. I've got Big Robbie. Went there though that weekend. Chris Hill. He's up and coming pro debut coming up soon. So it's good. Getting pushed constantly. That's what I need.
Yeah. So you're obviously spending the most time out of everyone in the cage. Was Danny? Does Danny focus on you a lot because you've got that fight coming up?
Yeah, that's just I'm the next one that's competing. So usually, when lads are fighting, they'll get a bit more cage time or be spread out. But yeah, I'm the one with the next fight out of the team, so that's why I was getting a little bit more focus on in the cage. But usually like cage steel, there are quite a lot of us, so it's usually obviously shared out. Got to keep it fair.
Yeah. What's your relationship with Danny like? He seems like a good mentor to a lot of the lads at AVZ.
Yeah, he is. Got a really good relationship, really good friends. Also business partners within AVT as well. So yeah, it's great. He's put up together a schedule for me, and it's just good to just follow that now. I don't have to be training with him every day. I just stick to my schedule that he sets, and yeah, that's it. It's good.
When you say that schedule, do you mean like training plan for you for every day for what you're gonna?
Yeah, little training plan and stuff, and yeah, just stick to that. He's giving me stuff that I need to work on, so I'll go off, check my schedule. Sometimes, it might be a class led by him. Sometimes it's not, but the relationship's good, and obviously I'm going to listen to him. He's got all that experience. He's fought at the top level, so I'm going to take everything I get off what I can off Danny on board.
Yeah. Is that stuff Danny's looked at? Has he looked at your opponent and sort of analysed this is stuff for you, like areas you can focus on for that opponent, or is this stuff just like for you, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's purpose behind it. It won't just say, just go off and do this just because. So there's obviously purpose and meaning behind the schedule. So he's giving me stuff that I need to work on to improve my game, and obviously which is going to benefit me in this next fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, week and a half out now, man. How you feeling at this point? What's the weight like?
Weight's good, about 84 kilos. So there's a little bit of a cut next week, but once I cut my carbs and everything and water load, that should be easy peasy, no problem.
Yeah.
But yeah,
when do you fly out there?
Great. Feel great. Schedule's bit mixed up today, obviously with my son competing, so I've had to switch things around. I don't want to miss out on watching his games as well. So
yeah. When do you fly out there, mate?
It'll be either next Wednesday or Thursday. I've not got the exact times yet, but I would prefer to go to Wednesday, but we'll see.
Yeah. Is there any complications because of that, because of like COVID and stuff? Like,
no, we're all good. Promotion are looking after us and what have you, and because elite sports person and stuff like that. I'm allowed to travel to and from places to compete and things like that, and because it's professional, so there's no complication there.
Yeah. This isn't your first time fighting abroad either, is it? I think you've fought in like European championships and stuff during your amateur career, didn't you?
Yeah, I fought in IMAS. So I fought in Prague, where I got bronze in the Europeans. I fought in Bulgaria again the following year, Europeans. Fought in Vegas of the Worlds. Competed in Canada, Croatia, Germany.
Yeah. Nice.
Here, there, and everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Won't throw you off then, like you might do some lads flying to different countries and stuff to fight.
It's good because previously I played rugby and I never really got the opportunity to travel as much as I have and compete in a sport I love. So, I'm glad when I found MMA when I did, and I switched sports, switched careers, and having the opportunity to travel about and meet people and compete against different nations, and just the experience is great. So
yeah, obviously quite different from like a team-based sport, isn't it? Do you like that, not having to rely on anyone else, just yourself?
That's it. Yeah, just me. Yeah.
You had quite a few fights in your amateur career as well, didn't you?
Yeah, so I went 16-5, won no contest in my MMA fights as an amateur. I had a few like no headshot fights, used to call it C class. Like C-class fight. Yeah, I had quite a few.
I don't think I've heard of them before. Are they just for amateurs?
It's just like inter-club bouts where you don't have headshots when you're like getting into it. In certain competitions, if you were to do MMA, they'd do it at that rule set only. So early on in my amateur career, I'd competed in them as well, but I didn't put them on my record because obviously there's no headshots and what have you.
Yeah.
So stayed busy that way, and probably had, I don't know, 200 plus grappling matches, in jiu-jitsu competitions and stuff.
Yeah. What did you? So you had a lot of experience then to take into you when you weren't pro, didn't you?
Well, that's it. Like I said, I like to compete as often as I can, so I'm always aiming for something. So like when we played rugby, it's every weekend. So like when I didn't have a fight booked, I'd be looking at competing in grappling. So because there's competitions coming up all the time, so just getting that experience as much as I can and just competing as much as I can.
Yeah. You must have hated this downtime this last year then with like COVID and that going on.
Yeah. Well, that's why I did my cellar out as a gym. So
oh yeah.
did my cellar out. It was going to be a bar and the other cellar room were going to be like a flat, but I had to change it when COVID happened and lockdown. I changed the room that were going to be a bar into a gym, and now the one that were going to be like a mini flat is now going to be my bar.
Yeah.
That's not complete, but the gym were more important, so I got that done first.
Yeah. Bit opposite ends of the spectrum, like a bar and a gym. How do you see the fight against Hakon Foss going in week and a half's time at Superior Challenge?
I always picture me winning. It's hard to say how I see it go. I always want that finish. I'm chasing the finishes. They don't always, you're not always guaranteed, and they don't always come. But I'd like to say a nice early finish. I want to put the pressure on him and get the job done. Come away with that big shiny belt.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you bring it home, mate.
That's the plan.
Appreciate you talking to me, bud.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry, it's been so long to get it scheduled and organised. You know,
no worries,
like
man.
Constantly on the go.
Nah, I know I was messaging you a bit, weren't I, before I was able to come down Friday about like getting stuff sorted and stuff, but I'm glad I was finally able to.